Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm back with another apartment renovation, and we are renovating 910 Medina Studios in the world of San Myshuno. And this is actually going to be an apartment for a new NPC that came with businesses and hobbies named Trashley Reelperson. If you're not familiar with Trashley, they are a individual you might run into in an alleyway who might give you some quests. You also could purchase some boxes from them and you'll get a random item when it's opened. And one of those things are some certified art collectibles by Trashley themselves. These are all like variations of some base game artwork that either look like they were drawn by kids, have googly eyes on them, or have been transformed into raccoons, because it is suspected that Trashley is actually 3 raccoons in a trench coat and not a sim at all. And so I loved the idea of like a trash-filled apartment that was also for an artist that is a raccoon. So that was the idea behind this apartment. I thought it was so fun, so I really hope you will enjoy this one. If you do and you'd like to download it, it is available right now in the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You could also find it under the hashtag Gryphi, and that information will be in the description down below as well. Also, I just wanted to let you know that there is a massive spring sale going on right now on the EA app. You can save up to 50% on select packs like Growing Together, Horse Ranch, For Rent, and more for half price. And some of the newest packs are on sale too. Love Struck is 38% off and Life and Death is 25% off. The sale was originally supposed to end on March 27th, but actually got extended to April 1st. So if you've been thinking about picking anything up, now is a great time to do so. And if you do, please consider using my code Gryphi at checkout. It doesn't cost you anything extra, it's just another way to support me as a creator, as I get a 5% commission on your purchase. Thank you in advance if you decide to use my code, and thanks to EA for sponsoring this portion of the video. So the floor plan came together pretty quickly because it's only a couple of rooms, and we are working on the kitchen now. I really wanted to try my best to make sure that all of the needs TLC items were still accessible, because I wanted this to be like a trashed rundown apartment. I usually will delete them using the tool mod, but I wanted to make sure all of the rat holes were still there, and the leaky pipes and the smelly floors and everything, the electricity boxes. And I actually used a lot of the artist studio kit in here because Trashley is an artist and we got a lot of their artwork. So there's some sketches here in the kitchen. I ended up using a lot of furniture that looks run down, or maybe you could have found in a dumpster. There ends up being piles of trash all around and just like messy artwork. So it was really fun. This is the dining table we're going to be using, which is, I believe, from the little campers kit, maybe? I could be wrong on that one, but I used 4 different chairs. I was thinking it would be fun to have one that's like partially painted, a little bit old. There's a folding chair, there's a plastic chair, and then sort of like a vintagey chair. It's one of the ones you can find dumpster diving that was originally from The Sims 1. I just thought all of them worked really nicely with this table, and then I'm getting a light hanging up above that and trying a couple of different sofas. It was really down between these two, and I do end up using the one from Werewolves in the end that's kind of like stitched together and looks very old. But I did consider the leather sofa that I pulled out first from the Casanova Cave kit, because it is like duct taped together on the back on one of the swatches, but it still felt a little bit too new for Trashley. So I decided not to have that one. However, I am using a ton of items from the Basement Treasures kit, as they were absolutely perfect for this. This coffee table is so run down and like broken. I also really enjoyed these plants from Werewolves, and we're going through and picking out some artwork from the Businesses and Hobbies pack. I wanted to have like the frame from a bike up here. We have some more Trashley artwork, which I'm going to be moving around. And there's this little planter that is a raccoon, so of course I had to use that. And this is where I'm swapping out some of the pieces. I just think they are so cute. I actually really like the raccoon artwork, and I feel like I'm just going to be using it in regular builds, but obviously I went all out with it in this one. I imagine Trashley would have a lot of this stuff on display. And I also got an old recliner over here, which I thought was quite fun. That is also from Basement Treasures, and here's some more Trashley artwork. I also really enjoyed using this like newspaper wallpaper that I have on one of the walls. There's an old phone over here. I tried using this lamp in the kitchen, and I ended up moving it later on someplace else, because I rearranged the layout of the kitchen a few different times, which I'm really happy I did. I think it made this space make a lot more sense, but it did take some fiddling because I just wanted more counter space and to add some more clutter, and I really wasn't sure what I was doing with the entryway at this point. It was just this big empty area, and you'll see I don't do something that's very functional with the entryway, but I do something that I feel is very on brand for our friend Trashley, which is having an entryway full of junk, trash, artwork, and more junk, and like stains on the walls and things like that. Is like the dumping ground when they bring home new supplies to work on or stuff that they're going to bring out to sell in that alleyway. So all of that is in the entryway, and you'll see that a little bit later on because I wasn't really sure at first how I was going to figure that out. But we are back in the kitchen now and continuing to figure out the layout here. I end up adding a little trash can on the end, and I just love those paint cans or the soup cans that have paint brushes in them. I think that is so fun. And I also ended up grabbing some bags of trash from Debug and just kind of placing those on the ground. And a pizza box ends up on our coffee table. I believe I also get some Chinese takeout and a few other things. I just really wanted it to feel like there's just stuff everywhere and it's quite messy. I feel like Trashley is a very busy raccoon, or they are busy raccoons, I should say, because it appears to be more than one raccoon that lives here. And so yeah, I'm just grabbing a bunch of stains to put on the walls and like cracks and stuff. The wallpaper I'm using is actually from Lovestruck, which is really like worn down, gross wallpaper. It looks like there's water damage to it, and it just felt on brand for what I was going for here. Got some spider webs around. I put down a random dog bowl, and there ends up being a litter box in here too. I just liked the idea of like random stuff like that around, and I believe in the game, if you actually play as a raccoon, I want to say raccoons are cats and foxes are dogs. I think that's how they are categorized in the game. So I just liked the idea of having a random litter box, even though there is a fully functional bathroom here. You could actually have a sim live here that isn't Trashly if you'd like to, but the whole idea was for it to be inspired by Trashly. So here is the entryway. I grab a gross trash can and a litter box, some piles of trash, and I'm adding some more throughout to make everything a little bit messier and more filled in. I get some old boxes out here. I should be getting some canvases. Yeah, those right there. Those are, I believe, a reward item. They're from base game. I often use them in artist builds, so grabbing that and some more stains and stuff for the walls. I love using these decals here from the Industrial Loft Kit. I just think they are so pretty, and I thought a bike was appropriate since, well, we're not building in the world of Nordhaven. This is very much inspired by that world. We don't have an apartment building there, so I decided I just wanted like one little space for Trashley, and maybe they travel there to sell their wares, but they actually live here. Of course, I think they just live in that alleyway technically, but I just loved the idea of building them an apartment or decorating them an apartment so much that I needed to do it regardless. So yeah, the entryway is just about done now, just getting some more stains and stuff on the walls, and I believe we get some broken pottery as well out here, and of course a burglar alarm, because so many burglars are going to want to come in here and steal all of Trashley's amazing artwork, I'm sure. Anyway, working on the bathroom now, I end up using the same countertops that I used in the kitchen, and we have a nice area for some extra towel storage, but I do try and make the bathroom feel a little bit worn down with like water stains and scratches, and obviously we have some older looking tile both on the floors and the walls in here. I also got a little bit of clutter up on the side of the sink here. There's some like creams and a hair dryer and a candle. It's pretty simple. I just wanted to have a little bit in here, and of course I have some Trashly artwork, another bike piece in here. We have a wheel in this room, and then I'm picking out some of these little rugs here, one to stand on in front of the sink and one by the shower. Surprisingly, I feel like this room is one of the cleaner rooms in this apartment, which is kind of funny considering it's the bathroom, but that's just kind of how it turned out. I wanted to make sure it was still functional, so that was something I kept in mind. And we do have some dentures in here. Maybe those are some fake teeth Trashley uses to appear human or appear sim human. I'm not sure how I would phrase that. But I liked that idea, and then, you know, just getting some more stains over here and some, like, ripped up toilet paper up above the toilet, and I also really liked the hamper that I put next to it. I thought it was kind of fun. And actually, at the end of the build, I'm going to be going through and adding some more, like, cracks and tears and stains and stuff all throughout the entire build, so we will be coming back in here. But first, I grabbed these muddy paw prints from Cats and Dogs. I just thought that they were so perfect to tell the story of this, like, sketchy raccoon that is running around and stealing trash and like turning artwork or like turning it into artwork or grabbing things and going all the time, probably mud and dirt and grime and paint absolutely everywhere. I loved that idea. So of course I had to use those. And then this is the bedroom. I didn't have an easel in here yet, so I figured this was the perfect space to have that. And this bed from the like early purchase content from Lovestruck, that's just like an old mattress that doesn't even have sheets on it. Amazing. I needed to use that. Although I feel like you could probably use the like blow up mattress on the floor. I think it's a blow up mattress from Eco Lifestyle Debug that you can get from the dumpster. That one would probably work in here as well. And then I am deciding to paint the walls a nice green color in here and just getting paint and rugs and trying to clutter up this side table as well. This is one of the pieces from Artist Studio that has just like paint all over it. So I do end up getting some clutter up there, but first I'm grabbing some more artwork to put on the walls, some more Trashley originals. You really can't have enough raccoon artwork, and I guess I kind of understand. I don't have any raccoon artwork, but I have so much bunny artwork, so much rabbit artwork, especially anything I can find that doesn't feel Eastery. It's just bunnies because I am a bunny mom. I have 2. And I love them so much. And I just love finding artwork that is rabbits that doesn't look like pastel holding eggs type vibe. Anyway, we're just finishing up here with a little bit more clutter on this side table, and then we should be getting all of those cracks and stains I had mentioned before to really finalize this space and make it feel like it's all very cohesive. So I really hope you enjoyed this build for Trashley. Let me know how you think I did. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. And thank you to my YouTube members for your support. If you'd like to become a member yourself, you can click the join button below the video or the link in the description. Enjoy the screenshots, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye everyone.